Welcome back to another video, guys. If you're new to this channel, I'm Angel Gonzalez and I'm a day trader, and I just wanted to show you guys the trade that I took yesterday, the breakdown, what I was looking for, and the confluence overall of what made me enter the trade. So let's get that started. As you guys can see, the trade that I took yesterday was actually on gold. It was a sell trade that I took, and let's get that started. We're just gonna do a top-down analysis. That way you guys can see since the top. Where did my charts go? Since the top, that way you guys can see what I was looking for, the confluences and everything like that. So overall, the trade that I did take was actually during 11 a.m. So keep in mind, we're in New York session. You know, when it gets to 12 p.m., usually the market gets a little bit slower. So something to keep in mind. But anyways, as far as the monthly time frame, we can see that it's screaming bearish. I mean, we have a lot of bearish candle going on, as you can see, and that's it really for the monthly time frame. So these higher time frames, they're pretty quick as far as identifying the trend, because it gives you the overall picture. Now that's why we go lower and lower the time frames. That way we can see the details, because that's the important things. As far as like the overall picture is important, but also the details, because those details is what's going to make you enter the trade and, you know, have those confluences. So overall on the weekly as well, we are overall bearish. Lots of bearish candles, lots of bearish momentum. So nice and simple. And same goes for the daily time frame. Now as far as the daily time frame, during this time we did have a level of resistance right here based off the daily. So we're going to mark that off, and we see here that it actually did respect it. Now let's mark that daily. Oops. Let's mark that daily. That way we know that was a level of resistance that we were looking to respect. Now if we continue, and we also have a level of support here, but the market hasn't gotten to that point yet, even as of right now, that the market is still live right now. But overall, let's label this daily as well. But overall bearish. So let's go get into a little bit more details. Let's zoom in and go to the H4 time frame. So now, as we can see on the H4 time frame, we see a lot more details. We see that we were writing the MA, but the MA was looking straight down. As you can see, if we get a little line going through here, as you can see, it's just going straight down, even though we're above it. Remember, when we're above MAs means that we're bullish, but overall we were just looking, you know, bearish at the end of the day. So the market did reach that level of daily resistance, like you guys see, and then we respected it. Lots of bullish exhaustion, so lots of wicks, right? A lot of the market was going up there and respecting it, and then closing at the bottom. So lots of bullish exhaustion at the end of the day during that area, right? So knowing that, we created an engulfing right here as well. We can label that here real quick. We created a bearish engulfing, and this was during, what time was this at? This was at 5 p.m. on Monday. So the trade that I took was on Tuesday around 11 a.m. So this was the day before. So knowing that we are overall, we created a lower high there, knowing that we are overall bearish. Now we also have on the H4 a little minor support right here. Let's make this black as well. So let's make that black, and then let's make this let's actually, sorry about that, let's actually clone this and make it as a level of resistance as well. Okay, so as you guys seen, we're overall bearish. We created that lower high with that bearish engulfing, and we just broke it. I mean, well, technically we didn't break it, because we did close below that level of support. We did a doji, so it paused in the market, and then we created that bullish engulfing. We created that bullish engulfing. Sorry, I can't talk. But that bullish engulfing just went to that resistance that we have right now, and we respected it. So if we go to the H1 time frame, because right now H4 time frame is giving us the details, but not the nitty-gritty that we need, you know. So let's zoom in a little bit more. Let's go to the H1 time frame. Now on the H1 time frame, we see here that we did respect that level of resistance. And knowing that we respected that level of resistance, I was a little bit skeptical with this level of support right here. Knowing that the H4 time frame, this was a minor level of support, right? Knowing that the H4 time frame did respect that level of support as well right here, I was a little bit skeptical if we were even gonna break it. So as far as knowing that we respected that level of resistance on those higher time frames, as far as like the H1 and H4, and we broke here on the M30, as you can see, the MA, we know that, well, at least I knew at that time, right, that there was a lot of bearish momentum going on during the market. Anyway, so I went to a lower time frame because M30 really isn't giving me the details that I'm not seeing the details I want, you know. So let's go to the M15, and on the M15 time frame, this is where we see a lot of details. Especially we could have even entered, and I knew when I was over here on this area, I actually wanted to enter, but I didn't. I wanted to actually, I was a little bit late to it. So I wanted to mark it to reach back to this area to then enter it again, but I also missed it. So I kind of got into the market late, but I still made profit off of it. But anyways, on the M15 time frame, we see that we created a bearish engulfing, a very strong one. As you can see, we broke minor levels of support, bearish engulfing, and it is on a level of resistance based off the H1 and H4. So knowing that gave me even more confidence on this trade that the market really is bearish. So now, based off the M15, I saw here that we were consolidating a little bit. We had a level of minor support, minor resistance here. Now, once the market, I think I went to the M5. Let's see what the M5 is. Yes. So I went to the M5, and based off the M5, I entered right here the market, because I was based off my risk to reward. If I put my stop loss was a little bit higher than what was needed. It could have been like around here, and I could have risked a little bit more, but because of the trade, it could have went even all the way up here. That's where I put my stop loss. So that's where I put my stop loss. I took this trade, and you could have even entered with this bearish candle right here. It is very strong, especially with the bullish exhaustion up here and closing with a lot of bearish momentum. So you could have entered based off this one, based off right here. So that is where I entered. Now overall, we did break as well on the M5 MA as well, giving us even more confluence to the case. Same goes for the M15. After this break and all of this, it gave us even more confluence, breaking the MA as well, and then continuing with that bearish momentum. So while this trade was going on live, it just hit it real quick. I mean, I think I was in there since 11 to, put it back this way. I was actually there since 11. Oh, actually, it wasn't even that quick. So I was there since 11 to, it hit right here. So 11 to 3:15 p.m. During that time, I was actually at my job. So I had my take profit already there, and it just hit. That's why I didn't hold it even longer, or else I could have held it even longer. It could have made even a lot more profit. But we can't get greedy at the end of the day. So that would be the trade that I took, guys. I mean, as you can see, we just rode with the wave. We rode with the trend, overall bearish trend, and you know, we made profit off of it. As far as the trade is, it wasn't a trade where I was there for a minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but still it was a trade that it was a trade that I was there for not so long as well either. I think it was 4 hours that I was in that trade. So it was a pretty good trade overall, and it was a good risk reward too. So I always say, at least for me, my strategy, right? My risk rewards that I look for is a 1 to 2.5 and above. As long as it's a 1 or sometimes it really all depends how I'm feeling. I could sometimes take a 1 to 2 risk to reward, but it all depends on how I'm feeling, how the market is, how confident I am with the trade. Now, not all the trades that are 1 to 3 will hit. That's trading for you guys. That's normal. But at the end of the day, as long as you are following your strategy, as long as you're following your rules, and yeah, and I mean, as long as you're following your strategy, as long as you're following your rules, overall, things are gonna play out. Anyway, guys, so that would be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below, subscribe down below as well, and comment down below what you guys thought about this video and what videos you guys want to see. Overall, my goal for this video is just to show you guys the trade, right, that I took yesterday and the little profit that I made. I know it wasn't a lot, like 1K a day, 10K a day. You know, I'm not there yet. I want to get to that point. That's my overall goal. And yeah, this is why I'm documenting this journey. This is why I'm documenting these videos. That way, when I get there, I can look back and I can show you guys the whole process throughout. So if you want to follow me throughout this process, like I said, subscribe down below, and that will be it. Peace. This is why I'm documenting this journey. This is why I'm documenting these videos. That way, when I get there, I can look back and I can show you guys the whole process throughout. So if you want to follow me throughout this process, like I said, subscribe down below, and that will be it. Peace.